There was a time where I felt I was becoming cynical of humanity completely. The difference now is that I don't carry that with me as a badge. Welcome to Ethereal Aeons. I'm Leslie. Today, I just want to kind of just chat with you guys about why I no longer feed into any sort of extreme cynicism. When people get really cynical about humanity, I'm over that. It's such a weight to carry around. And don't get me wrong, I do not agree nor consent with the approach of humanity. I don't agree or consent to how humanity is living, to where we have been led to the state of the world, to what's happening to our earth. I get all of that. But to carry this cynical outlook is exhausting. I'm not going to find what I'm looking for there. When people become conclusive rather than remaining contemplative. If you have not reached samadhi, if you are not enlightened, you have to remain contemplative. You can't hoard onto an idea if it's not right anymore, or if there's a better way to approach it, or if we can expand on the idea. And I feel like a lot of people do this. I'm coming on here saying a lot of my old experiences in life were incredibly cynical against humanity. And frankly, I got sick of wearing that on me all the time. It's heavy to wear that. So instead, I'd rather just let that glide off me and swim about like a swan in the water. I was going to say a duck, but a swan sounds nicer. Like a swan in water. And sure, I'm going to brush up against humanity here and there. And I'm making this video now because now I'm around humanity. Like I'm seeing it firsthand, and it's heavy, and it's a lot. Can you believe we got here, people? It's a lot. So I'm not the first one to go really mingle with, mingle at the local pubs or mingle at, I don't know, whatever people do. I really do keep to myself still. I am still a hermit, not so much as I was the last 4 years. So whether that's energetic debris, whether that's programming, we really do need to learn not to be manipulated. If you can learn not to be manipulated, and basically to be manipulated is for an unconscious aspect of yourself to be messed with by someone else, whether they know it or not. Most of the time, there's something going on in the astral realms where it can be sensed off of you. An unconscious aspect of you can be tugged by someone that matches that to bring it out, and you not even know. So we really need to learn how not to be manipulated. The way I go about that is with my sadhana practice. You can't miss a day of sadhana practice. Sadhana practice. I'm working on my pronunciation still. Our spiritual discipline. To be a Dharma warrior, we can't have this high level of cynicism. There is nothing wrong with needing support. Maybe we got to search where we haven't searched before. Maybe we have to go back a couple pages. We're not too good to not be able to do that, right? Unless you're enlightened, the answer is no. So this whole concept of being overly cynical on all of humanity and everyone who has not attained a certain level of shattering the illusions. I'm all for a conversation like that, right? Having conversations with others who see it, who get it. But to hold that so tightly all the time is not a barrier. It's a blockage. And the more I read in the Hindu scriptures, the more I see that is not the way. It's not the way for me. I'm not going to say that's not going to change, because again, I am not about being conclusive 110% at all time. The big stuff, yes. There are some things that are considered sacred truth that you don't question, and that's what anchors you and that's what guides you. But everything else that we're putting together here, you have to remain flexible. You have to remain fluid. You have to keep that feminine energy. You can't just be all masculine, and you can't just be all feminine. Discernment is a very big word in Hinduism and Buddhism. Are you being more discerning, or are you being more suspicious? There is a difference. It's something that I struggle with still to this day. Like, I'm just going to laugh about it, really. I'm just going to laugh about it, because who's guilty of that? I am. At some point or another, it's like, you're not going to care anymore, right? Are you going to care every time something is obviously going on? It's like, let that water glide off you. You know, the good thing about having that feminine energy is you see it from a lot of different perspectives and a lot of different levels. And we're very lucky to be women with the feminine energy. We really, really, truly are. We're able to be molded. We're able to be shaped. And when you're conscious and you have your spiritual devoted practice as your number one duty, when you are a Dharma warrior, you are shaped into something so extraordinary that it's not something a book can teach you. It's not something that knowledge hoarding can teach you. And it's not something that being cynical about being in the Kali Yuga is going to teach you either. It's like, hey, you're in the Kali Yuga. You know what you're dealing with. We're aware of this. As intuitive scholars, as, to those of you who spark up when you get a download and you want to share it. For those of us. So a few videos back, I mentioned how spiritual insight does not erase your conditioning. How can we see if this is happening to us, if being cynical is really the foundation that we're anchored in right now, thinking that it's protecting us, or thinking that it is our knowledge or our gnosis taking the lead. That shouldn't be what's taking the lead. It's scary times that we're living in. There is no doubt about that. There is no doubt that the grip on human consciousness, it's like at any time there's that moment that, you can fall back, or you can have energy drained, or you can have unwanted impressions, So I said this in another video. It's like our eyes are eating everything that they see. Our ears are eating everything that they hear. Everything we touch, we're taking that all in. Protect yourself in the sense of put yourself in the position to not take in what you don't want to digest. Yes, absolutely. But we must keep what remains human. And that includes human interaction. That includes compassion, love, humanity, like humanitarianism. What's wrong with that? There is nothing wrong with that. In fact, that is exactly what is needed now. We must protect what remains human. And I was talking about how there's this force in the Maha Samhitas. It's known as a great conjunction that draws things together. Student, teacher, drawn together through knowledge, and they create knowledge too. Mother, father, drawn together, create child. Human interaction is really necessary right now. Because right now everything is being magnetized towards us through the black portals. This has not happened before. This isn't something that's been going on for hundreds of years. This is a new form of that magnetic force. And the goddess does live within the computer components via minerals of what's going on in our laptops and our phones. She's still there. But it's just got me thinking that I definitely want to, I'm going to segue into this now. I definitely want to host things in person again and meet with you guys and, set up events and workshops that are there to support one another. For those of you who know, this is what I'm talking to. The humanness. And I to this day, I always, it's always more difficult for me to communicate through the screen than it is in real life. So I can't wait to get this opportunity soon. I don't know what, I don't know where, I don't know when, but if you have any ideas, any suggestions, I'm open. And just bringing this community together in person. And while I'm grateful for our devices and I'm grateful for the technology, I know that there's more to it than just this. It doesn't just end here. We have to protect what remains human and the connections. And yes, be selective, have your boundaries. That's totally fine. I have my boundaries as well. I have really strict boundaries, but I'm not cynical to the point to reject all of humanity. So, that's something I want to put in the works soon. Also collaborating a little bit. I don't collaborate too much. But I feel like that opportunity will arise for me soon. So I'm looking forward to that. Communicating with you as well. Leave me your comments. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you've never left a comment, leave me your comment. I like to see who's out there, what organic humans. I'm calling in all organic humans who have the best intentions, who are here to bring in pure, self-contained, self-controlled energy, calm energy. This is what I'm calling for. If this is not calm energy, this is not for you. So I will make that very clear. There's that boundary, and I will hold the boundary. But just some thoughts, and definitely this is something geared towards my YouTube community. Thank you for being here. Please like, please share, hit the bell button, all of that good stuff. Let me know if any of this made sense to you. I'm sure if you're still watching, it did. But this video isn't for everyone. So just putting that out there. Okay, thanks. Bye.